Hello lovely souls, welcome to the Wellbeing Wave. In today's video we will dig into vitamin D. We will discuss where to get it. Is taking more vitamin D better for our health, and also we'll know about new uses of it. At the end of the video we will also give a takeaway list of wise choices. Getting enough vitamins and minerals is important for your health, and there's a long list of essential ones. Vitamin D is one you may hear a lot about. It helps in the absorption of calcium, vital for building strong bones. Moreover, your heart, muscles, and nerves rely on vitamin D. And even your immune system benefits from it in fighting off illnesses. However, how much do you really need? According to Dr. Joanne Manson, who is an expert on vitamin D, said that only moderate amounts are necessary, not excessive doses. Guidelines suggest that adults should aim for 600 to 800 international units of vitamin D daily, as these levels are crucial. Falling short could lead to significant health issues. Children may experience improper bone development without enough vitamin D, while adults risk conditions like fragile bones or osteoporosis from prolonged deficiency. While it's essential to meet your vitamin D needs, recent research indicates that more is not always better. Now the question is where to get it. Well, you can get vitamin D from the sun and from what you eat. Your body produces vitamin D when your skin is exposed to sunlight, which contains UVB light. But many people do not spend enough time outside to get all the vitamin D they need this way. Other things like clothing and sunscreen can stop your skin from making enough vitamin D when you're in the sun. The amount of melanin in your skin also matters. Melanin is what gives your skin its color. People with darker skin have more melanin, which means they make less vitamin D from sunlight. This could put them at risk of not having enough vitamin D. But sunlight isn't the only way to get vitamin D. Some foods, like fatty fish, naturally contain vitamin D. It's also added to many dairy products and other foods that are fortified. With so many ways to get vitamin D, most people in the USA don't need to worry about not getting enough. But it can be hard to get enough from food for some people, like babies who are breastfed and those with certain stomach problems. Older adults can also have trouble getting enough vitamin D. According to Dr. Sarah Booth, who is a nutrition researcher at Tufts University, as we get older, our skin is not as good at making vitamin D. Older adults may also spend less time outside. Doctors don't usually test healthy people for vitamin D levels. But if you're in a group at risk, it's a good idea to talk to a doctor. They can do a blood test to check your levels. If your levels are very low, they might suggest taking vitamin D supplements. Is taking more vitamin D better for health? Even though most people get enough vitamin D to stay healthy, scientists have been curious about whether having extra vitamin D could be good for your overall health. Many studies have found that having higher levels of vitamin D in your blood is linked to better health. Dr. Manson and her team did a big research study called VITAL to see if taking vitamin D supplements could lower the chance of getting certain health problems. They looked at the health of over 25,000 people in the USA. They split the people into two groups randomly. One group took vitamin D pills, and the other group took a fake pill that looked the same, called a placebo. After 5 years, both groups had about the same chance of getting most of the health problems they studied. These problems included heart disease, cancer, feeling sad, and breaking bones. So, most healthy people didn't really benefit from taking vitamin D pills, says Dr. Manson. But we didn't find any harm from the 2,000 IUs per day we tested. Other studies have also found that taking a moderate amount every day is safe in the long run. Dr. Manson warns that, but if you take too much, you could start having problems. The most you should take in a day is 4,000 IUs. Taking more can cause side effects like kidney stones, feeling sick, throwing up, and weak muscles. Having too much vitamin D usually happens when people take too many supplements. But for those who can't get enough from the sun or food, Taking vitamin D pills in the right amount can help prevent not having enough. Scientists are still learning about how vitamin D helps our bodies, because it's involved in a lot of different functions. Dr. Manson's team is looking deeper into their vital study results. They found that taking vitamin D pills might lower the chance of getting certain health problems like autoimmune diseases or advanced cancer. They're also studying whether vitamin D could help protect against COVID-19, severe COVID symptoms, and long COVID. Dr. Booth and her team discovered that older adults with more vitamin D in their brains had a lower risk of dementia. But they're not sure yet if vitamin D is the reason why. They're doing more research to find out how vitamin D affects the brain. Dr. Jain and his team at Louisiana State University are looking into the link between diabetes, vitamin D, and a molecule called glutathione. Glutathione helps the body use vitamin D better. Black Americans are more likely to have low levels of vitamin D and diabetes. They also tend to have low levels of glutathione. Dr. Jain's team is testing if increasing both glutathione and vitamin D levels could help prevent diabetes in Black people who are part of their study. For now, Dr. Manson says the best way to get enough vitamin D is to live a healthy life. That means spending time outside, being active, not smoking, and eating lots of different healthy foods that have vitamin D. A dietary supplement will never be a substitute for a healthy diet or a healthy lifestyle, says Dr. Manson. Here are some takeaways to get more vitamin D. Vitamin D can be found in many foods and beverages such as number 1 fatty fish. Trout, salmon, tuna, mackerel, sardine, and fish liver oils naturally contain high amounts of vitamin D. Number 2 dairy milk. Almost all cow's milk in the US is fortified with vitamin D. But be sure to check the label. Number 3 some plant-based milks. Some brands of soy, almond, oat, or other milk alternatives are fortified with vitamin D. See the labels for how much they include. Number 4 many brands of breakfast cereals, orange juice, yogurt, and other foods also contain added vitamin D. Number 5 egg yolks, cheese, and mushrooms. These foods naturally contain a small amount of vitamin D. We hope this video brought you lots of information. Please like, subscribe, share and press the bell button to see the more informative videos. Until next time, take care of yourself.